Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What's going on, everybody? It's your man Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Man, I don't even know when the last time I did a video or anything. I feel like it's been a long time since I did anything, but that's what you go through. You gotta go to work. We work at things like this, so I'm not on here as used like I usually used to be or whatnot. Anyway, guys, I got a story I want to bring to you that caught my attention last night, and it's actually quite sad. So take a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, the person that you see behind me is a young lady by the name of Mikeona Johnson. I think I said that right. Mikeona Johnson. She was 23 years old. She went missing. I want to say it was this week sometime. I'm kind of late with the story, but not that late, but I'm a few days late with the story. She went missing, and I think like a couple of days ago or whatnot, they found the body in the trunk, and from my understanding, it turned out to be this young lady right here, whose body was found in the trunk of that car. Wow, this world 2019, 2020 has been the two craziest years I've experienced, and of course there's gonna be more. It ain't gonna stop right here. It's gonna be more. So I want to play y'all a couple of clips. I want y'all to hear what's going on here. So let me switch y'all over. And I want y'all to hear this. This one clip, and then I want y'all to hear another clip. All right.
When a 23-year-old mother of two disappeared last week, her family began a desperate search.
That's right, but their worst fears came true today when her body turned up in her car just a few blocks from her home. KCAL9's Hermela Argawi spoke with her heartbroken sister and cousin tonight.
I'm getting justice for my sister, dog.
A family devastated after 23-year-old Mikeona Johnson's body was found in her car this afternoon.
My mom got to bury her daughter. I got to bury my sister, and somebody knows something.
Police say around noon today, they responded to a call of a homicide in South LA. When they arrived, they found Johnson's 2003 silver Mercedes-Benz on the 1800 block of West 95th Place. According to a family member, Johnson's body was found in the back seat, all just blocks away from where she lived.
The car wasn't there, and all of a sudden the car was there. Me and her sister been out here every day looking for her. And somehow her car ended up on the street that we done been down every day.
The family says the mother of two young daughters has been missing since last Wednesday. They say it appears the last person who saw her was her partner and father of her 1-year-old.
She was innocent. She don't do nothing. That girl would go to school, take care of her kids, make sure her kids is okay.
Johnson's family says she was sweet, was taking online college classes, and was focused on being the best mom she could be.
She always was good to people. She did everything she can for people, and I don't know why anybody would do this to her, okay? She mind her own business. She don't be in no drama or nothing.
The LAPD says they are investigating this case as a homicide. They wouldn't say if they had any suspects yet, but are asking anyone with information about the incident to call their anonymous tip line at 1-800-222-TIPS. In South LA, Hermela Argawi, KCAL 9 News.
23 years old, body found in the trunk of a car, and it was found a couple of blocks down from her house. Now, what's interesting about this, what the young lady said, their car wasn't there at first. Then we come back around, the car is there. And the last person she was with was her partner, I guess meaning her boyfriend. That's the other clip I want y'all to hear. It's about the it mentions something about the boyfriend and how her family was trying to tell her to stay away from him because something about him wasn't right. So if y'all would give me a minute, let me pull this up. As a matter of fact, I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that, guys. I just needed to pause there while I go look for this. They want to have no dead air going on. But here we go right here. This is the news clip from Fox 11 Los Angeles. And you're going to hear them say something about they tried to tell her about this guy she was messing with. But they say, you know, hey, she wouldn't listen. You can't tell grown people to do this and that. And just have a listen. Have a listen.
Tragic ending to the search for this missing woman in South LA. They've been searching for the last week, and it ends tragically as investigators here at LAPD now confirm it's no longer a case of a missing person, saying it's a case of murder. To the video, this story's been playing out the last couple of hours. This the scene, 96th Street, Manhattan Place, South LA. 911 call comes in about an odor coming from a car in that neighborhood. That's the car under that blue tarp you're looking at there. And they find the woman's body in the trunk. This is just about 2 blocks away, investigators say, from where the woman lived in an apartment with her young child. And that's where a lot of her relatives have been coming over the last couple of hours. An emotional scene there, bringing flowers as they've been texting, spreading the word on social media and through their cell phones, because a lot of these relatives have spent the last week going door to door, handing out flyers with the woman's picture, hoping that they would get some information and this would end in a good way. It did not. And some of the relatives tonight saying they really think that the woman's boyfriend had a lot to do with this. They hope he would cooperate with investigators. Here's some of what they're saying.
He was not a good person to be around. Nobody really wanted her around him, but you know, you can't tell people things when they're in love, right? So basically that was it. We were going to him for help. He was being everything less than helpful. Very devastating. She was a sweetheart. She was a mother. She had 2 kids. One of her children just turned 1. She was a sweetheart. She didn't deserve that. Not at all.
And this is a picture of that missing woman now turned victim. Her family IDs her as Mikeona Johnson, saying that her young child just celebrated their first birthday a couple of days ago, and now they are all dealing with this tragedy. Damn. Investigators tell us they have talked, brought in the woman's boyfriend, questioned him. They've released him. He is not a suspect as they continue to follow leads and work on this case. As we come back out live, relatives through their grief telling me they're dealing with the terrible ending and all of this, but right now they really want justice. They want Johnson's killer brought in, arrested to face the law. And investigators, as I throw it back to you, both say that they're working on the case. It's not a closed case. They're following leads. They hope to have something in the near future.
Let me I want to say this right here. I know some of my streams in the past when I spoke on relationships, this is one of the things that I speak on. I used to ask the question, you know, about what makes a person stay in an abusive relationship or domestic relationship. You know, I don't understand it. Me personally, as a man, I never been in a domestic relationship. I don't condone it. I don't advocate it. Anything like that. So I never been in that. So I can't just really say I know how it feels for something that I haven't been in. But although, you know, I mean, I know the feeling of being used, but I'm pretty much sure we all had that done to us once or twice in our lifetime. And then they're probably go in the same category with domestic relationship being used in this, that, and third, you know. But I will ask the question again today. So for those who are new to the channel, you know, I do agree with, to an extent, you know, if a man hits you, you know, not because he defended himself, but if he hits you, you know, I mean, that's a sign right there that he may be an abusive person, you know. Although I do believe everybody should defend themselves, men and women. Somebody hit you, I feel you should be able to hit them back. But this is not what we're talking about right now. We talking about a man who just hitting a woman just because. A possessive man, you know, things like that. If you see a red flag like that, why do we as people continue to ignore it? being used, yeah, that's something that hurt us, that we can get over it and we can dust ourselves off and try again. But when you got physical abuse with it, when do you say, I'm tired of this? Because from my understanding how domestic violence works in relationships, the man beats you, which I'm hearing there are some cases that a woman beat a man, but it's very rare that you hear that. But, he beats you. Did he come back with the sob story? I'm sorry. And this, that, and the third. Trust me, I'd have seen it in my lifetime. I'm not going to put the people out who I've seen this from. But I'd have seen it in my lifetime. It comes to physical abuse, with the verbal abuse, then it becomes to physical abuse. Then they come back with this sob story, getting you gifts and all this, saying the woman ends up going back just to be down the road later, going back to square one, and it happens all over again. So I had to ask the question, if this question can be answered, why do you stay in a relationship that you know that is toxic? And when you hear all over the world, all over the news, then you have a lot of people that die from domestic relationships. And it gets so deep. Somebody was telling me a story the other day. It gets so deep that they expect you to take them back all the time. Once you get away from them, you end up getting tracked down. I had somebody was telling me a story about how they got tracked down. They was trying to tell them to stay off the phone because they believed the man had trackings on her phone. And that's how this man found the woman, and I think he ended up killing the woman. At least that's the story that I had gotten from somebody else. We should all know our worth, man and woman. If it's toxic, the best thing is get the hell up out of Dodge. But just like that woman just said earlier, the auntie, well, what can you tell somebody when they feel like they in love? And she's absolutely right. We all victims of that. Hell, I'd have fell for that crap a couple of times. And you can't tell nobody nothing. You can't. Sometimes you let the person wise up themselves and see what's going on and let them walk out the door before things get worse. And that's what I had to do when a couple of times I was in a situation being used and everything. I had to see it for myself, and I had to walk on. Find something better. But again, the thing with this though is it gets physical. The man was questioned for what we heard. I guess they had him in, they interrogated him. He came out not to be the suspect, but I heard in the first clip, he was the last person she was with. Now remember, in the first clip, the car went down. The car wasn't there at first. Like the young lady said, according to the young lady, they searched the area. That car wasn't right there. But you come back later, that car is right there. And not only that, the car was a few blocks down from her home. Now, for it to be that close, yes, that sounded to me somebody she knew did this. And it was somebody very close. Now, some people get upset. They be like, hey, why they always look at their family members first? Well, one, because 9 times 10, that was the last person they was with. And 9 times 10, they got to check and see, what was the history between y'all. Because y'all know how family members is. They get jealous. And they ready to see you hurt and fail before they see you succeed. As well as relationships. So that's why they come to y'all first. Because y'all had a close relationship. Or we have a close relationship with each other. And they just want to find out how things were. And sadly, with a lot of these stories I've done, it does come out to be either a family member or somebody they was dating. Remember that story about Jacqueline Smith? Yeah. Gonna find out it was her husband and her stepdaughter. Which people was thinking that the husband was fucking the stepdaughter. Which could be a possibility. But I don't know. But it's go to show you, a lot of times it ain't the outside people looking in that's hurting you. It's the people that's already inside your doors that's hurting you. Amen. And just looking at this right here, I'm assuming it's the boyfriend too. I'm assuming it's him too. But as always, I'll keep y'all updated if I get any updates on this story. But for right now, oh, there is no article. Okay. It just says the search for a missing woman comes to an end after officers found her body in the trunk of a parked car in South LA. As always, guys, anybody who know this person or know the family, hey, holler at the family. They want to come on and talk. I would love to have them on the show and let their voice be heard. So, ladies and gentlemen, some of y'all probably know this story. The young lady, a 23-year-old Mikeona Johnson, was reported missing, and they found her in the trunk of her car, dead. And not only that, her and her boyfriend just had their son's first birthday. And that's really fucked up right there. That's really fucked up. Man. Anyway, guys, it's your man Chris Thorns. As always, leave your thoughts in your comments in the comment section and tell me what y'all think. Yeah. Just tell me what y'all think. Catch y'all next time. Peace.